Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Tuesday, February 23rd, at 3:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 703 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Supreme Court to debate whether misdemeanors can be a foot in the door for warrantless home search. They survived hell, and their bosses want them to use vacation time. Trump team denies he is refusing to share stage with Pence and insists they have spoken since Capitol riot. India-China dispute, blogger detained for demeaning soldier heroes. Canada declares Uyghur persecution in China genocide, becoming only second country to do so. Joe Manchin poses a threat to raising the minimum wage, even though 250,000 West Virginians would benefit from the increase. Biden AG Pitt Garland dodged every question in Senate hearing, Cruz. Texas AG Ken Paxton and wife, Texas State Senator Angela Paxton, left for Utah during Texas freeze to have meetings about antitrust lawsuits. MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell says he's losing $65 million over election fraud claims and it proves he's not pushing conspiracy theories for the money. Twitter drags Meghan McCain for saying Biden should fire Dr. Fauci. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Home Depot tops estimates as sales surge 25%, but shares fall on worries pandemic gains won't last, CNBC. Here's an interactive 4K view of Perseverance's Mars landing site, The Verge. Spotify plans to launch in over 80 more countries, CNBC. China must reform Hong Kong election rules, Carrie Lam says, Bloomberg. Stocks lower before markets opening bell as Wall Street awaits earnings reports, Fox Business. Investigators release preliminary findings on the United Airlines flight engine failure. Here's what we know, CNN. HSBC is pushing even harder into Asia and wants to bring back its dividend, CNN International. 75-year-old protester shoved to ground by police in Buffalo files lawsuit, NBC News. Leaked Google Pixel 5 renders make it look nearly identical to Pixel 4 of 5G, Android Authority. Biden attempt to resurrect Iran nuke deal off to bumpy start, Associated Press. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. What New York prosecutors could learn from Trump's tax records. CNN's Chris Cuomo debunks CPAC chair's election fraud lies to his face. The Sounds of Mars, NASA releases first ever audio from another planet. Anti-Defamation League takes issue with Michael Che's vaccine joke on SNL. George Clooney to produce docu-series on athlete sex abuse where Jim Jordan coached. Spectacle Podcast makes the case for reality TV as a crucial art form. Tanya Selvaratnam's intimate partner violence story embodies Me Too's latest wave. What's the best time to eat lunch while working from home? 6 subtle but serious signs you have a cardiovascular issue. Everything you need to know about the newest foundation trend. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Trooper, hit while investigating wreck, in coma. This guy needs a kidney, I've got to. Volunteer fire department destroyed in blaze. Milwaukee Bucks player cited by police. 18 shot, 2 dead, in Chicago weekend shootings. Diversity service marks 20 years aiding immigrants. Woman gets prison in $3 tax evasion scheme. 6-legged dog believed to be firstborn alive. Cloned back-footed ferret may help decide fate of endangered animal. 14-year-old charged with killing sister. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. Future vaccines depend on test subjects in short supply, monkeys. With Trump's records, Manhattan DA has his work cut out. Dealbook DC policy project. U.S. passes 500,000 COVID-19 deaths, a staggering loss. When COVID hit nursing homes, Part 1, My Mother Died Alone. A perfectly imperfect house in Miami. How plagues shape the landscape. I fell in love in the pandemic. It was not romantic at all. Trump question looms over race for Manhattan District Attorney. Kazuo Ishiguro sees what the future is doing to us. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Yingma, California versus wokeness, here's how believers in equality fought back and won. Baylor back from pause, resumes bid for undefeated season. Wild beat Sharks 6-2 for third win in a row. Wizards win fifth straight, hold off Lakers 127-124 in OT. Jazz set records for 3s in 132-110 rout of Hornets. Cunningham shines, Oklahoma State beats number 18 Texas Tech in OT. Number 4 Stanford women top number 9 Arizona, wrap up Pac-12 title. Booker scores 34, Suns roll to 132-100 win over Blazers. David Riddich, Flames blank NHL leading Maple Leafs 3-0. Quick earns 54th career shutout, Kings beat Blues 3-0. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Tuesday, February 23rd. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Amazing video, Big Rig hauls away historic Victorian mansion through San Francisco streets. Neighbors stand guard over Asian American family's home after hateful attacks, we're not gonna stand for this. After floor routine set to her songs goes viral, Janet Jackson requests tumbling lessons from UCLA gymnast Margzetta Frazier. Third stimulus check, will your next relief payment be $1,400? Beth Bears and Tichina Arnold on what the neighborhood hopes to achieve, strike conversations in places that you normally never would. We Are Who People Really Are on the weekends, the Floribama Shore cast preview season 4 on MTV. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez raises millions for Texas, Beto O'Rourke launches wellness check effort. I'm rich, Cam Newton chirps a teenage trash talker during football tournament. The next headlines are from the eighth most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Police confirm patrols after advert for illegal dogging meet is seen by 25,000 enthusiasts. Holidaymakers rush to book summer getaways in Greece, Spain and Turkey. Britain's coronavirus lockdown is one of the toughest in the world, study claims. Matt Hancock claims Britain's COVID vaccine rollout will have a quiet week because of supply issues. Matt Hancock slaps down Neil Ferguson over speeding up a roadmap. Man avoids prosecution for hate tweets to Jewish reporter because he sent them while on holiday. Grayson Perry says working-class Brits spend all their money on tattoos. DIY, SOS, but Big Bill viewers left in tears too over mother of two set free by transformation. Queen's cousin is jailed for 10 months for sex attack. Can credit unions really solve Britain's high-cost credit shortage? The following headlines are from the ninth most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. What comes after maximum pressure on Iran? Hive updates. 500,000 people should not have died in a country as rich and sophisticated as U.S., Fauci says. Biden-Trudeau meeting, Canadians glad to get beyond Trump, but new administration brings new friction. Georgian opposition leader arrested, deepening the political crisis in the South Caucasus country. Egypt officials, death toll from lake shipwreck climbs to 9. Coronavirus forces Biden to forego Palm for Us Canada meeting. Not to be sniffed at, agony of post-COVID-19 loss of smell. State TV, Iran imposes curbs on UN nuclear inspections. Jews split over storied charity support for settlements. Pensacola Navy base mass shooter hit accomplices, help from Saudi Arabia, victims claim in terror lawsuit. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. UK jobless rate highest since 2016, reopening hopes lift travel shares, Business Live. Hong Kong plans to make politicians swear oath of loyalty to Beijing. The rise of Cameo, the message service that can earn athletes $30,000 a day. Beneath the Blue, dive into a dazzling ocean under threat, interactive. We're all part of the story, behind Will Smith's 14th Amendment docu-series. Reporting on WTO's first female head sexist and racist, say African UN leaders. China arrests 6 for causing negative social impact online over India border clashes. Hidden in a shoebox, vintage Ed Pro shots that were nearly lost, in pictures. Netflix smash behind her eyes, Sarah Pinborough on writing that ending. A lifetime sentence, children of the Gulag fight to return from exile. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Senate to hold first public hearing on Capitol insurrection. Judge hearing dispute over proper venue in Flint-Water case. Centrists flex political muscle in critical week for Biden agenda, The Note. Southern poverty, 160 Confederate symbols taken down in 2020. El Chapo's wife arrested on drug trafficking charges, Department of Justice announces. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. North Korean man wandered for hours in DMZ amid South security blunders. Disha Ravi, India activist, 22, granted bail by court. Vanessa Bryant criticizes Meek Mill for insensitive Kobe Bryant lyric. COVID, Biden calls 500,000 death toll a heartbreaking milestone. Facebook reverses ban on news pages in Australia. Boeing 777, signs of metal fatigue found on Denver plane engine. Australia, oldest rock art to 17,300-year-old kangaroo. Gender reveal device explosion kills father-to-be. Sarika Kale, the sports star who could afford just one meal a day. Thousands dead but no prosecutions, why Liberia has not acted. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. On this day, February 23, 2001. AP Top Stories February 23. U.S. deaths account for 20% of world's total of 2.4 m. Johnson & Johnson plans 20 m vaccine doses by end of March. Latest COVID-19 updates. Turtles released after recovering from winter cold. Oakland paints new picture of Black Panther Party. Price spike forces buyers out of new car market. Today in history for February 23. In California, Newsom pledges more vaccines for Central Valley farm workers. U.S. death toll from COVID-19 tops 500,000. U.S. mourns 500,000 COVID-19 deaths. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Cal State to pay $39.5 million to student who suffered heat stroke during jogging exercise. Vaccine access codes for Black, Latino communities improperly used in affluent LA areas. Suspect detained in shooting at Hollywood and Highland Shopping Complex. South Pasadena settles wrongful death lawsuit filed by mother of actress Vanessa Marquez. Homeless people face relentless abuse in Lancaster, an ACLU report alleges. California legislators approve $7.6 billion COVID-19 package, including $600 stimulus checks. Asian American man beaten with own cane at Rosemead bus stop in violent, random crime. LAUSD to launch COVID tracking app that generates a code for students to enter campus. Farm workers get COVID-19 vaccines in Ventura County, teachers are next. Newsom touts Long Beach as model for COVID-19 vaccinations, schools reopening. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Tuesday, February 23, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Canada-US border closed to non-essential travel until at least March 21. Japan has appointed a minister of loneliness after seeing suicide rates in the country increase for the first time in 11 years. Canada votes to recognize China's treatment of Uyghur population as genocide. Thailand pushes cannabis as next cash crop. After 2 years, radiating fish exceeding the standard was found again in the waters near Fukushima, Japan. Myanmar grinds to a halt as hundreds of thousands strike against military coup. Trophy hunter poses with Valentine's gift giraffe heart during shooting trip. Saskatchewan First Nation erects blockade after company enters territory without consent. Bert Narrows D Nation blockaded a road and issued a cease and desist order against the Toronto company after workers with Baseload Energy Corp started surveying the band's traditional territory without consent. Iran Supreme Leader issues fatwa saying women in cartoons must wear hijab. WhatsApp to switch off messages for all who reject new terms. UK bans Boeing 777 planes with same engine that blew apart in US. Bone cancer survivor to join billionaire on SpaceX flight, become youngest American in space. We haven't seen a quarter of known bee species since the 1990s. A sweeping analysis shows an overall downward trend in bee diversity worldwide, raising concerns about these crucial pollinators. Biden to meet virtually with Trudeau on Tuesday in first meeting with the foreign leader. Brazil is using the pandemic to weaken environmental protections. The next headlines are from Forbes. These are the senators who will make or break near attendance nomination. It's a labor of love, a conversation with Anthony Fantano. Elderly protester whose skull was fractured sues Buffalo after cops escape prosecution. Lucid Motors going public in merger with Churchill Capital valued at $24 billion. U.S. reps call on cable, streaming services to combat misinformation. SoftBank reportedly approaching $1.5 billion settlement with Adam Neumann, other early WeWork employees and investors. Apple TV Plus hosts Billie Eilish event. Sunday Drive, 2021 Volkswagen RTN gives lesson in style. Fernando Tatis Jr., San Diego Padres embark on a long partnership after they agree on a massive deal. Is there waste or bloated spending in the $1.9 trillion coronavirus stimulus bill? The next headlines are from Nature.com. Soot from Asia travels express on a highway to the high Arctic. Genomic insights into the formation of human populations in East Asia. COVID research updates. A delayed second jab means better protection against COVID. Mars video reveals Perseverance rover's daring touchdown. Contact tracing apps help reduce COVID infections, data suggest. Closing in on a complete human genome. Fuel for world's largest fusion reactor ITER is set for test run. Trying a Mediterranean diet, gut microbes might sway the outcome. taking graphene out of the laboratory and into the real world. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,687,833,924 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. The Great Gatsby to be adapted as animated feature from DNEG Animation. How the artist's wife used inspiration from 70s movies to show a nightmare realized. The Bachelor met James breaks silence on Chris Harrison controversy, troubling and painful. Martha Stewart, in A Lonely Place actress, dies at 98. Daft Punk talks Kanye West, Coachella and That Wild Pyramid stage an unpublished interview. Stranger Than Fiction, Arrow team for documentary River, Dog Roof to sell at Berlin EFM exclusive. Directors Guild, content players decry malicious attacks against API community. Netflix sets the Irregulars premiere date, TV News Roundup. The View co-host Meghan McCain calls on Biden to remove Fauci, replace coronavirus leadership. Why Grammy eligibility for Taylor Swift's Fearless, Taylor's version, is a moot question. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Illinois becomes first state to eliminate cash bail. The Met considers selling its art to stave off financial shortfall. Texas vaccination site apologizes for refusing COVID-19 shots to 2 eligible people. Watch, President Biden delivers emotional remembrance of 500,000 COVID-19 victims. How severe is your state's coronavirus outbreak? A loss to the whole society, U.S. COVID-19 death toll reaches 500,000. As cities grapple with climate change, gas utilities fight to stay in business. 8.7 million people under boil water notices in Texas. As U.S. death toll surpasses 500,000, Biden plans to order flags to have staff. Here's what's in House Democrats' $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief plan. The following headlines are from The Week. El Chapo's wife arrested in Virginia on drug charges. Biden commemorates 500,000 Americans who have died of COVID-19. To heal, we must remember. U.S. passes 500,000 confirmed COVID-19 deaths. CPAC booth speaker from America uncancelled conference. NASA shares unprecedented video of Perseverance landing on Mars, first captured sounds. Merrick Garland changes tune on death penalty. The Daily Gossip, Daft Punk breaks up, Bruce Springsteen and Barack Obama start a podcast, and more. New York City movie theaters to open for the first time in almost a year. Michael Cohen predicts Trump tax investigation will end with jail time. Elijah McClain investigators designed questions to help exonerate officers, independent report suggests. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Why Texas wasn't prepared for Winter Storm Uri. The following headlines are from the NASA Mars Exploration Program. NASA to reveal new video, images from Mars Perseverance rover. NASA's Mars Perseverance rover provides front row seat to landing, first audio recording of Red Planet. The next headlines are from Universe Today. The Mars helicopter is online and getting ready to fly. Proto galaxy cluster found when the cosmic fog was starting to clear, when the universe was just 750 million years old. These are the news headlines for today, Tuesday, February 23rd. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Cool video, Perseverance's descent and touchdown on Mars. Can air pollution help us find alien life? Mercury-Saturn quasi-conjunction on February 23, 2021. The next news is from Politico. The vaccines that could stop COVID-19. Biden's first 100 days. UK, coronavirus vaccines cutting hospitalization after first dose. A double standard going on, Democrats accuse GOP and Manchin of bias on Biden nominations. Trump taunts don't shake McConnell's hold on Senate GOP. Trump to attend RNC Spring Donor Summit. New Jersey legalizes cannabis after years of failed efforts and toxic negotiations. Biden calls for national unity and healing, as coronavirus death toll climbs past 500,000. Biden readies his first major penalties on Russia. Johnson & Johnson says it can provide 20 vaccine doses by late March. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Coronavirus updates live, U.S. death toll surpasses 500,000 as second Pfizer vaccine shipment arrives in Australia, Anthony Albanese receives COVID shot. Court overturns $360,000 defamation win in Balmain neighbors feud. Independence, Algerians return to streets to reject promised reforms. Something wicked this way comes, a Macbeth lost in his fears. Stay true, Craig Kelly resigns from the Liberal Party to move to the crossbench. Wilson resignation sparks war of words as unrest at victory worsens. Chaos, panic and hope, Wuhan as COVID-19 took hold. Queensland to rapidly return to normal as first 200 jabbed. Under pressure, coal-fired power plants feel the heat from renewables. More victims found after man accused of forcing women into servitude, sex. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The Wall Street Journal, WeWork's Adam Neumann close to settlement with SoftBank. Lucid Motors finally confirms SPAC deal, and the stock is plunging. Keywords, Biden mourns 500,000 coronavirus deaths, urges Americans to mask up, get vaccinated. Earnings results, Palo Alto Network stock pressured by earnings outlook. Dispatches from a pandemic, learning to live with death, Spain's capital region loosens COVID-19 restrictions despite elevated infection figures. Tax Watch, IRS pushes back tax filing deadline for Texans recovering from winter storm. Personal Finance Daily, many teachers were already leaving profession due to stress and then COVID-19 hit, and should we skip our undeserving children and leave everything to our grandkids instead? The Wall Street Journal, Dominion sues MyPillow and CEO Mike Lindell over election claims. Capitol Report, the Biden stimulus plan moved forward today, here are the biggest parts of it. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Billion-dollar patent case against Intel kicks off in Waco Federal Court, Waco Tribune Herald. Acacia Research Corporation, ACTG, breaks into new 52-week high on February 22 session, equities.com. Australia, how patents can help grow the hydrogen economy, managing intellectual property. 10 Black Inventors, Milwaukee Community Journal. Entalytics announces the discovery and patenting of 11 newly identified conserved target sites on the SARS-CoV-2 virus, coronavirus, Yahoo Finance. Arcturus Therapeutics acquires exclusive license to mRNA manufacturing technology from Alexion Pharmaceuticals, Business Wire. Vodafone appeal loss clarifies government use of IP, World Intellectual Property Review. KIPO introduces stricter guidelines for examining parameter inventions, Lixology. 5 game mechanics legally protected by the companies that made them, PC Gamer. Book introduces children to rare discoveries of Indian scientists, Times of India. The next headlines are from Quartz. How Uniqlo became the world's most valuable clothing company. Adding content warnings to the Muppets is the opposite of cancel culture. HSBC is facing dueling loyalty tests it can only fail. Who is responsible for the world's garment workers? Kenya is preparing to crack down on a flood of high-interest loan apps. Vaccines work, TikTok's grip on music, a royal dog. Africa's economy could grow 10% by taking women more seriously. More work, less money, the reality of India's ride-hailing services in a post-COVID world. Enchanted by Modi, India's middle class is getting squeezed with no political repercussions. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. What landing on Mars again can teach us, again. Court tosses Devin Nunes' silly slap lawsuit against CNN. Los Angeles Police Department asked Ring users to turn over footage of anti-police brutality protests. Australian news sites shocked and upset to learn they don't need to rely on Facebook for traffic. Daily Deal, Hypergear Quake wireless speaker with built-in power bank. Karma, Twitch replaces live Metallica concert with 8-bit music to avoid copyright madness. Net neutrality hurt internet infrastructure investment is the bad faith lie that simply won't die. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Emma Coronel Ice Bureau. Amazon stock. GME stock. BTC. S&P 500. Miratandan. Tesla stock. Spencer Jones. Docs. Artemi Panarin. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Meghan McCain calls to fire Fauci for inconsistent messaging on COVID-19, gets roasted for slamming disaster vaccine rollout. Beauty queen wife of drug lord El Chapo arrested in Virginia on drug trafficking charges, accused of planning 2 prison escapes. Fighting disinfo or chilling attack on free speech, Democrats ask cable operators why they don't censor Fox News, OWN and Newsmax. Moscow disappointed with Brussels pressing dysfunctional sanctions button as EU prepares new blacklist over Navalny's jailing. Trump cries it's fascism, not justice as SCOTUS allows release of tax returns to NY prosecutor, adds he won 2020 election. German Special Forces soldiers training in Arizona mistaken for terrorists after bizarre visit to local hospital. U.S. flags to fly at half-staff, Biden to lead candlelit commemoration as America's COVID death toll hits 500,000. 7 minutes of terror, NASA reveals final nerve-shredding moments of rover's descent to Mars, video. Fresh protests erupt in Lebanon amid public fury over Beirut port blast, legal system and financial issues. Not so special one, Jose Mourinho surges to the front of the Premier League sack race amid Tottenham's terrible mid-season slump. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Thousands of unaccompanied minors face cages as HHS shelters hit 93% capacity. Trump offered North Korea's Kim a ride home on Air Force One, advisor reveals. Deconstructing Wokethink. Extremely dramatic increase, ghost gun seizures up 400% in Baltimore City. Justice Clarence Thomas dissents from Supreme Court on election case, we need to make it clear. Dollars are flooding into China at a record pace. Food inflation is the best predictor of bond yields. Warmer weather nears, models suggest silver lining as winter storm slams northeast. Vol traders positioned for continued rate sell-off up to 100 bits per second. Bitcoin rebounds from largest ever dollar loss in matter of hours. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Asylum seekers waiting in Mexico rattled by delays to U.S. entry. Biden-Trudeau meeting, a return to stability after Trump. Canada's parliament says China's treatment of Uyghurs genocide. family of U.S. citizens held in Iran press for their release. NASA showcases dramatic video of Mars landing, releases images. Truly heartbreaking, U.S. surpasses 500,000 COVID deaths. Spotify to launch in 85 new markets, reach over 1 billion people. EU agrees to sanctions on Myanmar military, Russian officials. Iran could boost uranium enrichment to 60%, Khomeini. Libya, more than 150 migrants freed in raid on traffickers. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Democrat Kristen Sinema refuses to defend Neera Tanden. Gay campground faces backlash for banning transgender men, only guys. 11 GOP senators, Xavier Becerra unfit for HHS secretary. Expert, AOC used Texas weather crisis to promote the dangerous Green New Deal. Graphic exclusive, Mexican authorities probe alliance between cartels to hold turf near Texas. Analysis, Democrat coronavirus bill contains at least $312 billion in policies unrelated to pandemic. Notre Dame pulls out of NCAA video game, wants athletes to get paid. Mariners president Kevin Mather resigns after inappropriate comments about his players. Watch Merrick Garland, I don't know if Department of Justice will continue prosecuting illegal immigration. Watch, NASA releases Mars landing video, stuff of our dreams. The next headlines are from UPI News. Watch, Idaho woman dresses husband in 35 t-shirts for Guinness record. Wisconsin man wins 2 lottery jackpots in under 2 weeks. Puppy born in Oklahoma believed to be the first to survive with 6 legs. Watch, wedding ring lost at Aldi returned to man on his 100th birthday. Watch, bomb squad finds suspicious package contained cat, 6 newborn kittens. Watch, Victorian house moves 6 blocks on hydraulic dolly in San Francisco. Ontario woman completes 40,320-piece jigsaw puzzle in 150 hours. Watch, dog rescued after 4 days stranded on Detroit River ice. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. With a natural disaster in Texas, this furniture store owner heroically offers his store as shelter, again. UK choir makes the sweetest lullaby for 5-year-old in the US, when their singing is the only thing that helps her sleep. People power wins, Alberta reverses course on coal mining atop Rocky Mountains. The public named over 50 snowplows in Scotland and they are hilarious. Dolphins have similar personality traits to humans, study finds. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Tuesday, February 23rd. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. George Floyd's family outraged after reports of Los Angeles Police Department Valentine-themed image, attorney. Taylor gets her first country #1 debut with Love Story, Taylor's version. Surly seal spotted on Charlottetown sidewalk apprehended by police. His lights stayed on during Texas storm, now he owes $16,752. Kiwi nun Sister Anne Marie breached COVID restrictions in Ireland, to attend an exorcism. Homeless phone charging thief wanted security. German special forces mistaken for terrorists after training mix-up in Arizona. The Independent, Edvard Munch wrote secret message on the screen, experts confirm. Vet surgically remove shoe from stomach of 341-pound crocodile. An Ohio bomb squad was called to disarm an adorable bag of cottons. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Watch, amazing NASA footage shows Perseverance rover setting down on Mars. IBM, Call for Code, and the Linux Foundation announce new open-source projects to combat racism. Microsoft is adding AI-powered text predictions to Word. Netflix can now automatically download videos it thinks you'll like. supercomputers, and a few humans, create stunning sky map of 25,000 supermassive black holes. This Kodak portable projector, on sale, enhances your streaming experience. Tesla needs to lead the world on vehicle-to-grid charging. Get on it, Musk. Earth's magnetic reversal 42,000 ago triggered apocalyptic climate change. Could that happen again? Please, please, please let these new AirPods leaks be legit. Porsche's taken Gran Turismo F isn't as confusing as it looks. The following headlines are from Science Daily. The Milky Way may be swarming with planets with oceans and continents like here on Earth. Effects of past ice ages more widespread than previously thought. Big galaxies steal star-forming gas from their smaller neighbors. Sleep is vital to associating emotion with memory. Salmon scales reveal substantial decline in wild salmon population and diversity. Researchers develop model to estimate false negative rate for COVID-19 tests. NASA Swift helps tie neutrino to star-shredding black hole. New dating techniques reveal Australia's oldest known rock painting, and it's a kangaroo. Improved vectors for ocular gene therapy. The next headlines are from Information Week. How AI can save the world, or not. What lawyers want everyone to know about AI liability. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Tuesday, February 23rd from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA to host briefings, interviews for next crew rotation mission with SpaceX. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Cox orders flags to be lowered as U.S. tops 500,000 virus deaths. Body of man found in Zion National Park is identified. Senate committee okays bill allowing Utah political parties to nix signature gathering for candidates. Utah Senate kills controversial billboard bill. You won't have to get the vaccine to work for a Utah government if this bill passes. Legislative leaders pushing for $100 million in tax relief. Utah House kills bill to hike fees on electric, hybrid vehicles. FBI agent waives preliminary hearing in Utah assault case. Bill that supporters say would fill gap for rape victims in Utah law fails in committee. 2 childhood viruses at near zero, a good side effect of COVID-19, a Utah pediatrician says. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Does private equity investment in healthcare benefit patients? Evidence from nursing homes. Spotify expands to 80 new markets, targeting 1 billion customers. Microsoft Word is getting text predictions next month. Clubhouse chats are breached, raising concerns over security. Spotify Hifi is a lossless streaming tier coming later this year. Apple is going to make it harder to hack iPhones with zero-click attacks. Avalanche warnings are issued in Northwest. Anthony Lewandowski closes his Church of AI. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Parson visits retail pharmacy vaccine site, thanks grocery store workers. Missouri family searches for cat after he jumps into the back of a delivery truck. NASA releases first-of-its-kind video of Perseverance rover touching down on Mars. Social media posts lead to confusion over possible Pujols retirement announcement. Frigid February temperatures could mean fewer bugs come spring. University of Missouri of researcher proposes solution to invasive Asian carp problem. Madigan resigns as Democratic Party chairman. Vaccination clinics bounce back from delays after extreme winter weather. U.S. tops 500,000 COVID-19 deaths, President Biden holds national moment of silence. Valentine Sally identified as missing St. Louis County woman after 40 years. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Why San Diegans are seeing a spike in gas prices. Marine helicopter makes emergency landing in marshy area in Torrey Pines. New DA's unit created for wage theft, labor trafficking crimes. NASA releases Mars landing video, stuff of our dreams. Asylum seeker campground on Tijuana border grows as frustration with online registry mounts. Department of Justice, wife of Mexico drug cartel chief El Chapo arrested in Virginia. Family loses dog, home in East County fire. Petco Park vaccination site to reopen Tuesday. Stimulus checks, House committee passes Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief bill. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. Hard questions, tough answers, Netanyahu in a nutshell, February 22, 2021. Between Biden call and ballot, Netanyahu seeks Iran consensus with rivals. The Chronicle Herald. Ex-IDF generals, top Mossad officials on Biden to return to Iran deal. Portland spies tracking them down just like MI5 did, the travel trunk. How this Redlands professor unlocked the mysteries of Harriet the Spy and its author. Apple wants to protect privacy, Facebook wants to inflict pain. How Venmo may be coming between you and your partner. 2022 Volkswagen ID.5 spy shots, electric coupe-like crossover confirmed for second half of 2021. Spy versus spy, Chinese may have used NSA software in hacking operations technology NYOOZ. GPS trackers for QLD's most despicable DV monsters. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Russian spies try to steal Ukrainian modern tank secrets. Hanwha Defense showcases unmanned defense solutions at IDEX 2021. Milram Robotics showcases robotic mini-tank at IDEX 2021. Halcon is debuting a new cruise missile system at IDEX 2021. UK Araboran Prom gets $86 support contract for Pakistani T-80 tanks. International Armored Group unveils Rilla fighting vehicle at IDEX 2021. Kia showcases new light military truck at IDEX 2021. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. China looks set to legalize GMO seeds and encourage agricultural technology. China curbs online lending, forces tech firms to pay more. Woman's death raises safety concerns about ride-hailing services in China, again. How Beijingers feel about their COVID-19 vaccine. When ballet became revolutionary, Zhu Jinghe and the Red Detachment of Women. Zhou Guanai wins F3 Asia title, one step closer to becoming first Chinese F1 driver. China's fishing in South American waters raises questions, fears. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Tuesday, February 23, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Oakland police make arrest in online threat against Asian community. Taco Bell introducing new chicken sandwich taco. Delayed vaccines, check status of Bay Area doses. Michigan woman dies after receiving COVID-infected lungs and transplant. California okays $600 stimulus payments, see if you qualify. Santa Clara County to allow new outdoor activities. Dad to be killed when gender reveal device explodes, police say. El Chapo's wife arrested on drug trafficking charges. Dad recreates annual daddy-daughter dance in garage. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Wife of drug kingpin El Chapo arrested on U.S. drug charges. Pujol's wife suggests Angel Slugger to retire after season. Biden mourns 500,000 dead, balancing nation's grief and hope. Finch aimed to breathe some confidence back into wolves. Canada's Trudeau cabinet abstained from China genocide vote. Mariner CEO Mather resigns after derogatory remarks surface. 1 in 8 Illinoisans vaccinated, with 500,000 more doses expected this week. Elburn, Aurora food pantries win big during checkout challenge. The year of the pandemic, first suburban COVID-19 patients recall their lonely year. Pritzker signs criminal justice bill. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Vicky Cornell files lawsuit against Soundgarden members over ludicrously low buyout offer. Mount Rainier National Park moves to online reservations for hiking, climbing permits in summer 2021. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Kazakhstan, Russia. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.8 m, depth 16.4 km, in Indonesia February 22, 2021, 1922 UTC, 280,000 people within 100 kilometers. Green alert for tropical cyclone due to in 21, population affected by category 1, 120 kilometers per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for tropical cyclone Guam 21, population affected by category 1, 120 kilometers per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Tuesday, February 23rd in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Here's how much UT Austin is paying football coach Steve Sarkisian. Family of 95-year-old who died during winter weather seeks lawsuit, attorney said. IRS giving Texans until June to file taxes following winter storm. COVID-19 vaccine could cause mammogram result confusion, doctors say. California Fire Department rolls out pink engine to support cancer fighters. Plumbers receive record amount of service calls for broken pipes. Woman spends free time driving donations to people in need. Some Texans could be hit with spiking power bills. Soak in the sun before the sea fog returns for days. ABC 13 Town Hall to answer your winter storm disaster questions. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. AP source, Tyler Clippard agrees to one-year deal with D-backs. Astros Korea open to longer contract if deal done soon. Spurs, shorthanded and reeling, get back on practice floor. Huawei unveils flagship foldable smartphone for China market. Seattle CEO's words stoke fire, frustration for players, Sabres D. McCabe to miss rest of season with knee injury. Kohl's pushes back on investor groups' takeover efforts. Bloody Sunday Memorial to honor late civil rights giants. CDC study, teachers key to COVID-19 infections in one district. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Marijuana is finally and officially legal in New Jersey. Here's what that means. Gothamist sues Bronx DA for failure to release database on NYPD officers with credibility issues. Extra, open wide for a fire hose of content from Mars. NYC Sanitation Department still catching up after historic month of snow. Some second doses of vaccine delayed by recent weather, contrary to mayor's claims. Knives are out for Cuomo in Albany, but will they stab or snip? NYC movie theaters can reopen at 25% capacity on March 5. City plans to appeal ruling that would expand COVID-19 testing to charter schools. Brooklyn man faces federal prosecution for brazen Soho Chanel robbery. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Light earthquake, 4.6 mag has occurred near the Loyalty Islands. Light earthquake 4.6 mag, 178 kilometers south by southeast of Vahanua, Tonga. Light earthquake, M4.1 quake has struck near Pagar Alam in Indonesia. Light earthquake, 4.1 mag has occurred near Etlisavo in Russia. Light earthquake, M4.5 quake has struck near Kimp in Papua New Guinea. Light earthquake, 4.7 mag strikes near the Loyalty Islands. Minor earthquake 3.9 mag, 5 kilometers WNW of Tejer, Costa Rica. Light earthquake 4.5 mag, 192 kilometers south by southeast of Derlanzajid, Mongolia. Light earthquake, 4.5 mag strikes near the Loyalty Islands. Moderate earthquake, 5.4 mag strikes near Kermadec Islands region. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Coup in Spain, yesterday and today. Sustainable energy key to COVID-19 recovery in Asia and the Pacific. The boon and bane of LDC graduation, the Bangladesh experience. A moral obligation to protect the planet. Is this the end of Myanmar's quasi-democracy? Q&A, UN Environment Assembly kicks off with a call to make peace with nature. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Senator Blumenthal demands Facebook and Twitter curb vaccine skeptic conversations. 75% of U.S. troops refuse taking COVID-19 vaccine, says Pentagon report. Leaked docs reveal large-scale effort of British government to use anti-Russian media and influencers to weaken Russian state. The most exciting lithium play of 2021? Fauci, mask wearing needed into 2022. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Was a $380 deal to sell TGI Fridays canceled due to COVID? Did Oregon officials say showing work in math class is white supremacism? Does a viral photo show a bright yellow penguin? Explainer, why a plane's engine exploded over Denver. Did a gas leak lead to the discovery of a bear living under a Tennessee home? Mariner CEO Kevin Mather resigns after video comments. Was the snow in Texas artificially manufactured by the government? Did Coca-Cola's diversity training tell workers try to be less white? Cherokee Chief, time for Jeep to end use of tribe's name. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. HBO's stunning examination of rape and toxic masculinity. Resist becoming numb. Biden pays tribute to the 500,000 who died, and those they left behind. El Chapo's beauty queen wife arrested in Virginia on drug trafficking charges. Biden launches classified review of drone strikes and counter-terror raids. Imagine one of these cities wiped out, that's how many Americans COVID killed. Ranger star who slammed Putin on leave after Russian intimidation, team says. Trump's judges let him down, now he's in truly deep SHT. Fox News absolutely freaks out over Disney Plus Muppets disclaimer. Meghan McCain, replace Dr. Fauci with someone who understands science. Colorado police had no legal standing to stop Elijah McClain, independent report. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Louisiana cops released chilling video of deadly gun store shooting. Put me on Team Woody, Mia Farrow is full of it. Jeff McNeil still planning to play everywhere for Mets. Dozens of New Yorkers asked to get revaccinated after shots stored at wrong temperature. Sam Darnold's close friend, Mark Sanchez sound off on delicate jet situation. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Ask Astro, why do galaxies have spiral arms? Do smaller objects have them too? Watch stunning real video of Perseverance landing on Mars. Snapshot black holes sprinkled in a globular star cluster. SpaceX versus NASA, who will get us to the moon first? You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Bone cancer survivor to join first private SpaceX flight. NASA releases first of its kind video of Mars rover landing. NASA releases extraordinary video of Mars landing. Dr. Anthony Fauci reflects on U.S. reaching almost 500,000 coronavirus deaths. Norah O'Donnell reflects on the toll of the coronavirus pandemic. For homeowners, the cost of flooding is going through the roof. Gottlieb says downward trend in virus infections likely to continue. Winter storms disrupt vaccine effort as variants fuel new fears. Winter storm kills at least 11, leaves millions without power. 4,000 cold-stunned sea turtles rescued from freezing Texas waters. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. West Virginia leads in COVID vaccinations with this simple solution. Mayor de Blasio won't meet with Eric Trump to accept his thanks. Cuomo dodges subpoena question on nursing home probe. De Blasio administration comes out against NYC Council proposal to simplify city planning. Engine failure causes emergency landing in Utah. It's Boeing's third incident in 3 days. NY Republicans call on Dems to fully revoke Cuomo COVID powers. Senate Democrats pass nursing home reforms as Cuomo faces COVID criticism. Ava DuVernay, Regina King respond to Golden Globe's lack of single black voter. I do not accept his explanation. NYC Mayor slams Cuomo response to nursing home revelations. Matthew McConaughey steps up to help Texas hit by snowstorm. The following headlines are from military.com. Navy will make all sailors reaffirm oath to the Constitution and extremism stand down. One shot, one kill, Marines begin fielding new precision rifle optic. Air Force wants to harden the B-2 bomber to withstand an AMP attack. Soldier indicted for conspiring with neo-Nazi group seeks dismissal because grand jury wasn't racially diverse. Marine veteran the latest charged in Capitol breach. Rockets target U.S. Embassy in Baghdad, no casualties. TRICARE waives referrals for prime enrollees seeking COVID-19 vaccine. Army vet sentenced again to 80 years for killing man in fight over which service is better. A mentally ill Navy vet died in police custody. Now his family is seeking answers. Ellsworth airman sentenced to 18 years in killing of his 6-month-old son. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Bronzeville man charged with attempted murder and knife attack on wife, 3 children. Kenosha's Carthage College retires Red Men and Lady Reds team names to boost race and gender equity. We had a name that was offensive to Native Americans. Embattled former Illinois House Speaker Michael Madigan steps down as state Democratic Party chair. The Spin, Governor Pritzker signs criminal justice overhaul. Michael Madigan resigns as Illinois Democratic Party chair. Ald. Riley attacked outside downtown bar. Chicago alderman says he was attacked by 2 men while waiting outside downtown bar. Out of nowhere this guy ran up on me. Who is Mike Madigan, and a timeline of the federal corruption investigation. Coronavirus in Illinois updates, U.S. death toll tops 500,000 lives as state surpasses 2.2 million COVID-19 vaccines administered but 7-day average still down. Comprehending 500,000 coronavirus deaths, the pandemic toll, in charts. Governor J.B. Pritzker signs sweeping Illinois criminal justice overhaul, which will end cash bail in Illinois starting in 2023. Nurses at Harvey's Ingalls Hospital ratify first ever contract, provides wage increases. The following headlines are from phys.org. Environmental policies not always bad for business, study finds. Research delineates the impacts of climate warming on microbial network interactions. Polymer film protects from electromagnetic radiation, signal interference. Researchers challenge the CRP status quo to mitigate fossil fuels. Big galaxies steal star-forming gas from their smaller neighbors. Graphene oxide membranes could reduce paper industry energy costs. How outdoor pollution affects indoor air quality. Stem cells provide hope for dwindling wildlife populations. Campaign promises more likely to be kept by governments run by women, research shows. Lack of symmetry in qubits cannot fix errors in quantum computing, might explain matter-antimatter. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Tuesday, February 23rd, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. What are macronutrients and why do people keep talking about them? Will the COVID-19 vaccine work as well in patients with obesity? 10 best fish oil supplements for sale. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Sears lifts Gardner Webb past South Carolina upstate 69-58. Duke uses big first half to beat Syracuse for fourth straight win. Parting with Kevin Mather was inevitable after his speech reached the public. Now comes the hard part for the Mariners. Medical examiner identifies man fatally shot by Seattle police near downtown waterfront last week. I am worth it, why thousands of doctors in America cannot get a job. We are rolling over, inquiry into Bering Sea sinking of Scandi's Rose Crab boat opens with Mayday call. Boeing 757 bound for Seattle makes emergency landing. School testing can be delayed but not cancelled, Feds say. Seattle startup HighSpot raises $200 million, garnering a valuation of $2.3 billion. Players Association, MLB condemn ex-Mariners CEO Kevin Mather's comments. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Texas AG Paxton went to Utah during devastating winter storm. Palo Alto, pursuit ends in arrest of 16-year-old robbery suspect. How the Bay Area is coping with storm-driven vaccine delays. The Bachelor met James breaks his silence on racial controversies. State approves $600 stimulus payments to 5.7 Californians. Critter Corner, how to develop strong bond with new dog. Biden honors victims, we ask you to join us to remember. Letters, masks in pleasant unreliable grids Mars money. Science meets music in an opera with experiments at the Marsh. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. AP source, RHP Clippard agrees to one-year deal with D-backs. Joe Manchin supports $11 minimum wage in coronavirus relief package. Missouri House tries again with voter photo ID law. Several people taken to hospital after Oregon motel shooting. Sex offender pleads no contest to killing 2 California boys. Maryland planning statewide vaccine appointment system. Haiti's president, despite coup attempts he backs democracy. Man sentenced for concert investment scheme. Ex-House Speaker Michael Madigan quits Democratic Party post. 1 killed, several rescued in South Lake Tahoe apartment fire. The next headlines are from The Intercept. FBI seized congressional cell phone records related to Capitol attack. Connecticut lawmakers want to try again to make prison phone calls completely free. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Tuesday, February 23, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Unique study of isolated bobcat population confirms accuracy of extinction model. Screening for macrocyclic peptides. CHOP experts describe types of rashes associated with MIS-C. A sleep disorder associated with shift work may affect gene function. New catalyst could enable better lithium-sulfur batteries, power next-gen electronics. High fructose diets could cause immune system damage. Scientists claim that all high-energy cosmic neutrinos are born by quasars. Depressed and out of work, therapy may help you find a job. WHO research delineates the impacts of climate warming on microbial network interactions. Researchers learned that pregnant women pass along protective COVID antibodies to their babies. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Over and out, Mike Madigan steps down as head of the Democratic Party of Illinois. Utility baseball player mentality working for Bulls Ryan Arcidiacono. Coronavirus Live blog, February 22, 2021, Illinois posts lowest one-day caseload since July. Man, 50, missing from Buena Park. Kankakee issues a wake-up call, takes down Thornton. Wife of drug kingpin El Chapo arrested on U.S. drug charges. NASA releases Mars landing video, stuff of our dreams. Teen charged with Humboldt Park carjacking. Anthony Rizzo open to talking extension with Cubs this spring. Bronzeville man allegedly said he snapped before stabbing wife, 3 children. The feed from the Riverfront Times St. Louis has been removed for putting advertisements in its news RSS feed. Cori Bush introduces bill to help Alex Garcia in immigration case. Victim in 40-year-old Arizona cold case identified as St. Louis County woman. Beast Butcher and Block launches sandwich pop-up in the Grove. Hartman, Missouri is proudly uneducated on vaccinating teachers. Is Truth Finder free? Real cost revealed. Full review. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Electricity Art and Light Festival plots 2021 return to Detroit. The number of Americans dead from COVID-19 could fill 5 Michigan stadiums. Detroit rapper 42 Dugg says he wasn't injured in shootout while filming music video in Atlanta. Here's a cover of Jack and Diane but the lyrics are just sucking on a chili dog. Michigan lung transplant recipient dies after doctors discovered donor lungs were infected with COVID-19. Snyder's lawyers argue neglecting a city is not a crime in Flint water crisis case. Ex-Mitch, House Speaker Chatfield's opposition to LGBTQ protections cost him a 6-figure job. California-based Canna Company is bringing gourmet cannabis-infused baked goods to Michigan. Inkster official resigns as police investigate what he did with payment from Biden campaign. In not-so-new news, Motown legend Stevie Wonder is moving to Ghana because racism in America sucks, which it does. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Tuesday, February 23, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Finally warm again, Greater Houston's winter storm recovery continues. Early favorites developing to land J.J. Watt and Deshaun Watson. This week in Houston food events, cluck it like it's hot at a new hot chicken truck. 5 Texas authors for Women in Horror Month. Dio Black Sabbath records get reissues with bonus material. The next headlines are about world records making news. India vs England, Virat Kohli 1 century away from surpassing Ricky Ponting and creating world record, Hindustan Times. Apex Legends Pro sets world record by dealing over 9,000 damage in a game, Talk Esport. Idaho woman dresses husband in 35 t-shirts for Guinness record, UPI News. From high scores to classic Donkey Kong, these dogs take on video games, hyperallergic. Solo female rower sets world record, Soundings Magazine. New world record, Tokyo Capsule Toy Shop will have more machines in one spot than anywhere else, Soren News 24. Aiming for Guinness World Record, artist starts largest makeup painting, The Hunt India. Holly, the Arnold of records aims for more at Tokyo 2020, International Paralympic Committee. Wade Van Niekerk announces big move, prepares to join Noah Lyles in U.S., Canadian Running Magazine. 5 kick-ass moments from the Hybrid Showdown 3 powerlifting meet, Barbend. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Chinese hackers reportedly wielded a stolen NSA cyber weapon for years. Dish expects to launch its 5G network this year. Beware those discounted streaming bundles you don't actually need. Instagram, TikTok and Pinterest add support features to help users struggling with eating disorders. Traeger's Grill app now works with your Apple Watch. An extinct cave bear's DNA was still readable after 360,000 years. You're drawing icebergs all wrong. What's the difference between Wookiee and Anchor, and does it matter? Unreal video of Perseverance landing on Mars will take your breath away. Hackers slipped mysterious malware into thousands of Macs, but researchers cannot figure out why. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Birdsville Airport in Australia at 109.76 degrees Fahrenheit or 43.2 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Concordia in Antarctica at minus 64.3 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 53.5 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Epic will pay off class action loot box settlement with in-game currency. Humans have never seen a spacecraft land on another planet, until now. Microsoft throws Google under the bus in European news fight. Huawei's new $2,800 foldable phone copies Samsung's Galaxy Fold line. AT&T and Frontier have let phone networks fall apart, California regulator fines. Software bugs reportedly keep Arizona inmates jailed past release dates. Apple beats Samsung in phone sales for first time since 2016. Self-driving companies are inching toward fully driverless service. Blaming a wiggly jet stream on climate change? Not so fast. Consumer Reports creates a green choice for vehicle reviews. The following headlines are from Raw Story. The horse is really out of the barn, Norm Eisen reveals how Trump lost big against Manhattan. George Conway unveils the perfect SNL skit for the Biden era. Biden calls U.S. COVID-19 death toll heartbreaking to mark 500,000 fatalities. Trump staffers wrote plan to punish Russia for Navalny poisoning, but he never did it, report. Now Ted Cruz may be buying his own books, through a mystery company. 500,000 Americans dead from COVID exposes the rot of GOP ideology. A Republican senator tried to set a trap for Merrick Garland, but he didn't fall for it. Trump hotel faces hard questions about its future as no one is staying there, CNN reporter. El Chapo's wife arrested at Dulles Airport on international drug trafficking conspiracy charges, report. Cherokee Nation asks Jeep to retire name of SUV. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. The United States marks 500,000 COVID-19 deaths. Black Philanthropy Month, far beyond August, rolls year-round at BPM 365. The Supreme Court says Manhattan can have Trump's tax records. A Nevada lithium mine kicks off a new era of U.S. extraction. Biden's other nuclear option. Merrick Garland vows to battle extremist attacks on our democratic institutions. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Watch the nail-biting video of the Mars rover landing on the red planet, Fortune. Xander Joe Men's Fall 2021, Yahoo Sports. Yes, aliens did visit Earth, a Harvard professor's belief has miffed the scientific community, scroll in. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Full text, convalatoxin promotes M2 macrophage polarization to attenuate atherosclerosis, Dove Medical Press. UC Davis Mind Institute develops maternal biomarkers test for early detection and potential early intervention of autism, the Aggie. Aptinics to participate in upcoming investor conferences, Odessa American. Therapeutic device reduces disability following stroke, patient care, Hospi Medica. Here's why psychiatric drugs can be a hit or miss for some people, the Medium. Rapid and reversible development of axonal varicosities, a new form of neuroplasticity, DocWire News. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Tuesday, February 23, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. The Arecibo Project, new methodology in searching for aliens. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Tuesday, February 23, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. True Strange News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by True Strange News. All rights reserved.